It's 6 p.m. Cairo local time on Channel 2, and it's time for the English News Bulletin. This is Sahar Talawi, starting with the main headlines of the day. President Sisi, the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces, attends the 42nd Culture Seminar on the occasion of the 52nd anniversary of October War victories. President Sisi addresses Aswan Forum for Peace and Sustainable Development in Aswan. And the humanitarian relief aid trucks resume entering Gaza. Welcome back. The news in full detail. President Sisi, the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces, attended on Sunday the 42nd Culture Seminar, which is organized by the Armed Forces on the occasion of the 52nd anniversary of the October War victories. Addressing the event, Sisi said that the victory chances were dismal during the war days, but thank God victory was destined. And he said also what happened in 2011 is another war that Egypt overcome peacefully, and added that its repercussions lasted for years. Sisi said that Egypt has overcome many challenges, including the coronavirus crisis. And he said that the efforts extended to stop the war on Gaza and help the Gazans. The president also said that the repercussions of the war impact countries and their economies, adding that any war will delay the path of the nation for years. He said that the war against terrorism cost the armed forces £100 billion. He said that he was optimistic about Egypt's position now, and that he believes that the economy will improve by the efforts by the Egyptians. During the ceremony, the seminar, Sisi saluted the heroes of October War, shaking hands with the veterans of the war. Documentaries telling the story and memories of the war were shown. A show also shedding light on the highlights of the war and how the people and the army reacted to events then was presented. The seminar is held at Al Manara International Convention Center in the New Cairo. The seminar is attended by Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli and the Minister of Defense Abdel Migid Sar, and the commander of the main branches of the armed forces and senior state figures. In the meantime, President Sisi said that the African continent has an important role to play in challenging the international polarization, which he said that he has weakened the ability of the multi-party institutions to address the mandates. The statement came in a recorded message to the Aswan Forum for Peace and Sustainable Development in Aswan. He said that Africa, with its abundant resources and the huge labor force, has a great chance to be one of the leading forces for regaining the global order and boosting the role of international organizations amid the challenges. He said also that the world is witnessing failure and inability by the international system to face major humanitarian crises. He also stressed that the importance of rebuilding efforts and achieving development after the end of stripes. President Sisi also said that there is need to activate the policies of the African Union to achieve peace and sustainability. He said that Africa is one of the first regions to suffer from repercussions of current international events, which contribute to an upsurge in violence and developmental changes. He also said that Aswan Forum this year is of great importance since Africa is at the heart of the big international challenges. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Egyptian expatriate Badr Abdelati, stressed that the African continent has proven, despite the challenges, that it's a vital continent rich in sources, especially in the human resources, and that it's a major player seeking to utilize its enormous potential to build a future worthy of its people. The Foreign Minister said that Aswan Forum is a platform for making Africa's voice heard and presenting its vision. He also added that the various issues will be discussed in the forum, topping of which is ways to build creative partnerships to confront the crisis of shortage resources in Africa. And the fifth edition of the Aswan Forum for Peace and Sustainable Development kicked off in Aswan on Sunday. The forum will review a number of the pivotal issues as the challenges of the peace and security in Africa and establishment of the partnership to face resources shortages crisis. Details in the coming reports.
Fifth edition of Aswan Forum for Peace and Sustainable Development kicked off in Aswan on Sunday with the participation of Minister of Foreign Affairs, Immigration and Egyptian expatriates Badr Abdulati, a number of ministers and representatives of regional and international organizations. The forum, organized by Cairo International Center for Conflict Resolution, Peacekeeping and Peacebuilding, is due to discuss the promotion of peace, security and development, as well as means to achieve stability and comprehensive development in the African continent. The forum, which will last for 2 days, will also review a number of pivotal issues as the challenges of peace and security in Africa, establishment of partnership to face the resources shortage crisis, the role of artificial intelligence in promoting peace and development solutions to the phenomena forced displacement. The forum is scheduled to tackle the challenges of mediation in Africa and the promotion of economic integration through investment in infrastructure and cooperation in border management. Meanwhile, the forum will discuss the strategic role of the Red Sea as a bridge for Arab-African integration.
And now the business in detail. Egypt bourse closed higher today amid the purchases by local and Arab and foreign corporations and investment funds against the sell-offs by local Arab and foreign investors. The market capital of the listed companies added 26 billion Egyptian pounds, reaching 2.7 trillion pounds at the end of transactions that exceeded 14 billion pounds. And the benchmark EGX 30 rose 0.62% above the 37,900 point mark. The equal-weighted indices EGX 70 and EGX 100 climbed 1.82% and 1.55% respectively. And to China and the U.S. agreed to conduct another round of trade negotiations in the coming week as the world's two biggest economies seek to avoid another damaging tit-for-tat battle. Beijing last week announced sweeping controls on the critical rare earth industry, promoting U.S. President Donald Trump to threaten 100% tariff on imports from China in retaliation. The U.S.-China trade war reignited this year as Trump promised sweeping tariffs on imports soon after returning to office. And now with the exciting world of sports, where Egypt won the men's gold medal at the 2025 World Para-Volley Sitting Volleyball World Cup at the Turnstone Center, defeating Brazil 3-1, 25-19 and 22-25, 25-15 and 25-21 in the final to hand the South Americans the only lose of the tournament. The result came 2 years after Egypt finished runners up on home soil in Cairo, completing the rise from silver to gold. The African champions showcased powerful services, solid blocking and composed teamwork to finish the campaign on top of the podium. Egypt opened the contest with confidence, finding the rhythm early through sharp attacking and well-placed serves. Their efficiency at attack line proved decisive, outscoring Brazil 11-8 in kills while adding 2 aces to maintain control. And the Danish coach Des Thrup made a winning dot in the CAF Champions League when Al Ahly won 1-0 at Al Argel Noir of the Burundi in their qualifier first leg. The second leg game will be held at Cairo International Stadium next Saturday. Under the new coach, the Reds are targeting a record, extending 13 Champions League title. Coach Thrup replaced Spinard Jos Riviero, who joined the record 12-time African champions in mid-2025 from South Africa club Orlando Pirates. And El Zamalek cruised to a 6-0 victory over the Somalia's FC in the first leg of the second preliminary round of the CAF Confederation Cup at Cairo International Stadium. The second leg will also be played in Cairo next Friday. Al-Masri Forsyth also represents Egypt in the Confederation Cup, and Al-Ittihad of Libya were held to scoreless draw in the same round of the Confederation Cup. By this, we come to the end of our English news bulletin on Channel 2. Thank you for watching. This is Sahar Talawi.